evening. Welcome to RHR TV1. This is In Spite of It All with Maxine. Happy Tuesday. It's a lovely Tuesday, even though it's raining. But I would imagine we need the rain. Can't always have the sun going on. So in spite of it all, we are here.
Give thanks.
Give thanks. And this evening, we have the wonderful, the vivacious, the indomitable,
Wow.
the marvelous Dr. Sue. Dr. Suzanne Lisette Davis, affectionately known to all of us as Dr. Sue, in studio with us this evening. Dr. Sue, welcome. Thank you. It's been a while. We've been
I know we've been
for you.
trying to make this happen, haven't we?
Yeah.
But you know, there's always been an obstacle, and I've always tried to overcome it. Even tonight.
You see?
Because right now, thank God, this sitter sitting down.
Oh, see, she has an in spite of it all moment going on, but you know, God be praised, she's here with us. We really appreciate her being here. She's a little bit under the weather. She's having her in spite of it all moment, but she has graced us with her presence. So thank you. We'll try to make this as easy as possible. Like going to the dentist or the doctor.
Okay. Viewers, it's time to go. She said dentist.
No, see, we know what our weak spot is. All right, welcome. So Dr. Sue, tell us about, who is Dr. Sue? Tell us about Dr. Sue.
Oh, Maxine.
Yes.
That's hard. Who is Dr. Sue?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sue is an educator.
Mm-hmm.
She's an author.
Mm-hmm.
She's an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sue is...
All right, stop right there, son. I have a book here in my hand that says Ode to Miss Lou, and from the soul of Dr. Sue. It's written by Dr. Sue. And in here, she'll tell you all about the book, but since she don't know who she is, or she's modest, I'll tell you who she is. Dr. Sue, British by birth, Jamaican by choice, and American by naturalization.
Yes, you got it all wrapped up in one. I span the globe. I'm diversity at its best.
Yeah, but she's a universal person with a very Jamaican heart. She's very Jamaican at heart. Okay, Dr. Sue.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you live before? Tell us about your universalities.
Okay, well,
Is such a word? I don't know.
as I said, I was born in England,
Right.
and I went to school in Jamaica. I went to Knox College,
Mm-hmm.
and I also went to Morant Bay High School.
And I went to Titchfield.
And then I left there and I went to the States, and I actually finished high school in New York. Lived in New York for a while, and then I returned to England and lived in London until '96 when I moved here.
Ah,
So,
okay.
I probably at this stage of my life have lived equally in all three places,
Mm-hmm.
in Jamaica, the US, and the UK.
Exercising her universality.
Yes.
All right. Tell us a little bit about this book, Ode to Miss Lou.
Well, you know something, Maxine? And yeah, of course, when people hear me talk, they're like, you live in England?
Mm-hmm.
But it's because I choose to be Jamaican, why I sound like this.
Okay.
As most of you appreciate, especially those from our John here, weren't able to speak patois in Jamaica. So when I was going to school there and growing up there, not only did I have the British accent to an extent, but
She lost it.
I was not allowed to speak patois at home.
Right.
So the only place you could do it was on the playfield, because you couldn't even do it in the classroom.
Right.
But I was intrigued with it.
Mm-hmm.
I got the opportunity to do some of Miss Lou pieces.
Right.
I had the opportunity to meet Miss Lou.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, I like how these pieces sound. And that gave me my platform to be able to talk the patois and feel validated and
Right.
feel, okay
Yes.
about it. So I started when I was in Jamaica doing Miss Lou pieces and enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
When I returned to the UK, would you believe, I had cousins there who had never been to Jamaica, Maxine.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went there, patois was being spoken more there than I ever heard it in Jamaica. And I'm like, am I in London? And everybody was into patois, and everything was patois. And I'm like, okay, no, it's okay. No, I'm going to do it.
Whoa, she
so
broke
I
away.
broke out.
You broke out, pop away.
And went into it and started to continue to do Miss Lou pieces. And then after over the years, people encouraged me to start writing my own stuff.
Right.
So I would do Miss Lou pieces, write my own stuff, perform my own stuff in the vernacular. And that's how it came about. I remember the first time I came back to the States to visit Mommy, and she heard me talk. She was like, oh my God, Susan.
Right?
What happened? Nothing happened, Mommy. Me just find my roots, and I choose to be Jamaican.
Yeah.
So
But at the same time, you were kind of watching to see the missile coming to dock, right?
But of course.
She
But
find
no,
her
everybody
roots.
appreciates it because they realize that I'm versatile and I'm able to
Right. Yes.
switch and be appropriate when I need to be appropriate.
Exactly.
The Queen's English is always here, and I use it appropriately. As I said before, I'm an educator as well as an entertainer. So, as Dr. Davis, the professor, there's some people who have never heard me speak anything but the Queen's English.
Right. The professor.
That's Dr. Davis.
Dr.
the
Davis.
professor.
Where do you profess, dear?
I'm a professor of organizational leadership at Nova Southeastern University here in
Wonderful.
Florida.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice. Wonderful. And this is Caribbean month, so we are very happy you are here.
Yes, thank you.
Kind of towards the end, but better late than never.
There's
So
been quite some
give us-
interesting stuff that have gone on.
Okay.
Keeping the heritage alive. Events have been going on, and that's
your
good
perspective
because,
on Caribbean Heritage Month.
I think it's good. I mean, I think us as Jamaicans, we don't need a month because we are celebrating all year round.
All year round.
We don't need an excuse to celebrate.
Constant.
But what it does is open us up to other cultures during this
Right.
time, because this is the time that some of the other islands take the opportunity to showcase their cultures and their selves. So that's a good thing for us to go out and to see what others have to offer. But like I say, as us Jamaicans, from January to December, we
Yeah.
showcase, we
Wow.
celebrate.
Celebrate.
Because that's what we're about.
365.
And for those listeners who are here and are local, on Saturday at the Broward College Library, they're having the Anansi Festival. Take the young people out, please. We need to keep with culture and heritage alive. So we provide these venues and these events so that you can bring them out.
Okay,
and
which
just-
library is it? Just if we have people.
Broward College. It's a Broward College Library on Pines Boulevard, east of University.
7300.
I will not try to say the number, but it's the one east of University right there.
It's within walking distance
Yes,
from University.
it's free and it's in the library downstairs. Just come out. It's from 12 to 4.
So
And lots of culture. Deja
So
Vu
Doc-
Theatre will be there.
Dr.
all the
Sue will
people.
be doing her thing.
And Dr. Sue will be doing her thing.
Not
So
as
come
the
out.
professor, no, but Dr. Sue.
Yes.
And you.
And you.
That actually, Dr. Sue and you is actually a title. Is for what is it? What do you use it for?
It's more or less my enterprise. It's what I'm about. I do so many different things under that umbrella. I do workshops. I do entertainment. I work a lot with young people in terms of trying to share our culture and stuff with them. So everything fits under that umbrella.
Even this book, Ode to Miss Lou, it's Dr. Sue and you, because it's tell us about it. It's in different segments.
Yes, it is. The book,
The book.
Ode to Miss Lou, from the
book.
soul of Dr. Sue.
That's a nice way of saying it. She said the book, it's encouraging us to read. Read a book. Right?
It is in 3. It's in, as you said.
Are you in need of home improvements? From ceiling to floors, cabinets, and doors, New Craft Home Improvement and Cabinetry. Custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com.
My name is Denali Mitchell. I attend the St. Catherine High School in Jamaica, and I only watch RHR TV1.
RHI TV1 to the world!
We're the Youngs and we're from Jamaica. You're watching RHI TV, the number one.
And we are back with Dr. Sue. Now you were telling us about the book.
Yes, the book. The book is in 3 sections.
Right.
The first section, which is my performance pieces. It's called Ode to Miss Lou. It's all written in the vernacular. And as I said, it's performance pieces. The second part is called My Soul. And these are poems that are very introspective. You know, it's like poems to mothers, poems about you as a person, self-esteem. You know, I think of I Am the Prize, which is one I wrote for young women, young girls coming up. And then towards the back, I have the Let's Talk.
Okay.
And Let's Talk magazine has some very provocative pieces.
Yes.
And this, because when I thought of putting the book together, I thought mainly of schools, getting it into school as part of the curriculum. So I thought these pieces at the back, the Let's Talk, would jar information, discussions.
Right.
Some of which helped me when I was in Jamaica and coming up and having these healthy discussions in class. So, you know.
It's a very interesting book. I've read it, and an interesting thing happened. I was at a tea party on the weekend, and the MC asked a question, and the question was, who wrote this book? And people were hemming and hawing, and nobody really knew. So I hollered out. Now I'm backstage because I performed, and then so he looked at me because I tried that before, and he said, "You're back there. You're not supposed to be answering." So nobody answered. So I ran out and I said, "Dr. Sue," and I ran backstage. So he called me and he said, "You have to come over here to me." I went. So he said, he gave me the microphone. So who wrote this book? So I told him. So I won the book.
Wow.
So now
No, you
I am the proud owner of 2 copies of Ode to Miss Lou. This one, well, the one on Sunday I will give as a gift to someone. I'll think carefully, and then I'll make it a gift to someone who will appreciate it and who will actually read the book.
There you
The
go.
other one is my personal copy, signed and autographed by Dr. Sue. Now, when I looked at this, when I started reading the book, the first segment, the Ode to Miss Lou, written in the Jamaican dialect, the patois, our own indigenous language, the pieces are really very entertaining. There is one here, Ode to Miss Lou from Dr. Sue. So can you give us maybe just a little bit on that one, on page 2?
All right, Ode to Miss Lou. This was written at my first public performance after she had passed away.
Okay.
And of course, as I said, I was her mentee, so this was
Me
what came
too.
about. So, Ode to Miss Lou from the soul of Dr. Sue. Miss Lou gone, but her style still live on. Me nah go make it dead, for with culture and lyrics we must be fed. Me can never be Miss Lou, you know. She was in a class by herself, but the re-engineer Dr. Sue are gonna make sure say her legacy stay upon the shelf.
All
Yes,
right.
man. We as Jamaicans need to celebrate. We rhythm, we rhyme, we reason. Big up with creativity, don't hate. This is the time. This is the season. The season to relate and educate. We youth, we honoraries, and we friends. Make them feel and understand with it. And make them know say patois never go end. Look man, Miss Lou, Mas Ran, Uncle Charlie and the rest. Spend them days giving out them best. The least that me and you can do is make sure say we see them legacy through. So, Miss Lou gone, but her style still live on. Me not gonna make it dead. For with culture and lyrics, we must be fed.
Ay, ay, ay. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What about Meg Patwari?
Oh Lord.
What
You're going
motivated
through
you
all
to
of them?
write? I read the book. But we're not going to do all of them this evening.
Of
When,
course
when next
not.
you come for the 2-hour show? All right.
Well, of course, you know, we always want make Patwa rain. I think there is a place for everything. And one of the things with Patwa, especially being here in South Florida, you know, everybody else have them own little language and the workplace and people talking and they don't want you to understand. So them broke out in the Creole or them broke out in the Spanish, some broke out in the French. I'm like, okay, we should feel comfortable broken out in our Patwa too.
Exactly.
Used in the appropriate place. So
Right.
this one say make Patwa rain. Make Patwa rain. Make Patwa rain, cause I have a dream. I have a dream that one day all of Jamaican people, browning and blacking, uptown and downtown, from seaside and mountain top, from country and from town, will all be speaking the same language. The language that make we maintain with pride. The language will make we know how to tell others to take a ride. Yes, man. I have a dream. I have a dream, brothers and sisters, that one day Patwa will be introduced into schools. Look, man, not just for mimic and play the fool, but for enhance with creativity and learning, and for keep with culture and legacy turning. So I have a dream. I have a dream, brothers and sisters, that Jamaica going to follow the ranks of the bilingual stream. Ay, ay, ay.
You see, ay, ay, ay. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, man.
Edutainment at its finest. Okay. I figured, when I looked at it and I'm like, okay, there's a little bit of everything. This book is about life.
It's about life.
It talks
It's
about everything, our language, everything. There is one here that I think, well, cockroach and fowl, a roach and a
fowl.
chicken, a fowl. You see?
There's no other word for a fowl but a fowl.
But a fowl, right? Right? And it's very entertaining. And there is even tribute to the hairdressers.
Oh yes, we have to big up the hairdressers. You see how them working hard these days?
Oh my
You
gosh.
see the magical things that they are doing? These hairdressers, man, they have to be bigged up. So yes, I do attribute to all the hairdressers out there. You are so appreciated.
And this one is very entertaining. The one about pastor on page 11. Very entertaining. I read this one, several times, and it's also taking a look at what you do, or when church on fire.
Oh yes.
What happens to people? Everybody get in the spirit, catch the spirit, or right? There's something on election day, diaspora afiwi. Tell us about, not the poem now, but the diaspora board.
Well, the diaspora, all of we that live outside of Jamaica, we are the diaspora.
And you have been
For the past 2 years, I served as the Diaspora Advisory Board member. Member. And what that is, I was in charge of the 12 southern states here in the U.S., from North Carolina all the way across to Arizona, and just partnering with them, having them understand what their issues are. I reported or advised the Ministry of Foreign Affairs back in Jamaica.
Right.
So of any issues that they had here, ways that they as a government could help us here in helping them, so it was a very interesting
okay, but in terms of with the people,
yes ma'am.
the community, how far did you get with them? As people complain sometimes, diaspora, we don't even know what the word means, or they're not doing anything, and how far the outreach went?
The outreach was quite wide, but when you understand, you have one person, basically, who has to be reaching out to all the organizations, of which we have hundreds across. It's not easy, so we did the best we could. There were people there. It was a totally voluntary position.
Right.
So there's no money. So everything that was done out of pocket, or by the grace of some people
Out of
who
love.
understood, out of love.
Right.
Sometimes we got airplay, so we could reach people. I could reach people in the region just to let them know that we're here for them. You know, sometimes I would be able to actually go out and visit with them.
Right.
But it is an important role, but it's a very difficult role because, like I said, it's a voluntary position, and when you have a full-time job, it you know, in and of itself is a full-time job.
Right.
So
Plus
you
your
know, it becomes
artistic
very
commitments.
taxing. Yes.
Plus your
very
artistic
taxing.
commitments.
And when you have people who don't understand what it's about, it makes it even harder.
Yeah, yeah. But people like to just keep on going.
Well, for the love of
Yeah.
Jamaica, I'll do whatever I need to do.
Right.
You
Okay.
know,
no,
that's what keeps me going.
That's commendable. Yes, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, my favorite section of this book, my soul. And my notes, I said, you know what? This segment here is a celebration of womanhood. The book in itself, because it also celebrates. In the third section, it celebrates, you know, the president. It pays tribute to some of our stalwarts like Marcus Garvey, Claude McKay, you know, Harry Belafonte,
Oh,
and
yes.
stuff like, and other people like those. But this part here, celebration of womanhood, and the poems are also witty. I'd like you to do I. That's
Wow.
26.
And you know something again about these poems? These poems were written over years. They're not just one. So this was written back in 1985.
Okay.
1985, where was I? Yes, I was in London then. But it stands true to today. So
Okay.
I am black. I am free. I have pride. I have dignity. I live and let live. I don't believe in if. I believe in destiny. I believe in God. I know He's real. I don't talk party politics. I avoid people that do. I love music. I love to dance. I love a challenge.
All right.
All right.
Guess what? I want us to do this again. I love this poem and I want to be a part of it. So let's have a conversation.
All right.
I am black.
I am free.
I have pride.
I have dignity.
I live and I let live.
I don't believe in if.
I believe in destiny.
I believe in God.
I know He's real.
I don't talk party politics. I avoid people that do.
I love music.
I love to dance.
I love to challenge.
I fight for my chance.
I am a woman.
I am the best.
I know what I am.
I don't care about the rest.
I don't care about the rest.
I live.
I love.
I laugh.
I cry.
I am sensuous.
I am sensuous.
I am just I.
I am just I. I am just I. Beautiful. I love it. And then that one, to me, is connected to what I am. So let's hear you do what I am.
What?
Just 28. I have them all marked down here.
What I am.
Yes, tell us.
So I'm not petite and athletic. I'm not fashionista or in vogue. But I'll tell you what I am. I am big, black, and beautiful, inside and out. There's nothing pretentious about me. What I am is what you see. God-fearing, loyal, progressive, and true. Sincere to the end in all I do. What I am is all woman, that's true. I am God's gift to all of you. I am daughter, sister, auntie, friend. I am the constant, there till the end. I am that shoulder to lean on, that listening ear. I'm that embrace, that heart of cheer. What am I? I am big, black, and beautiful. I am here for you.
Wonderful. I tell you, this portion, my soul, is to me, it's, you know, one word for it or one title is just sensuousness. And it talks, you know, it's dealing with a woman and all the things that she's feeling. And she goes through, you know, paces and changes, and, you know, there's a piece here on page 23 written for all women in pursuit of love, the nuclear family, and a title change. So Dr. Sue, take it away. It's very you actually sat down and you wrote all of this, and I'm like, she's willing to take risks, you know. And it's just wonderful that we have Dr. Sue this evening. We go to a commercial break and we'll come back for a title change.
I know you want it, you got to have it, you got to get it, you're a good girl. Hey, RHR TV 1, Christopher Johnny Daly live in Florida. I like the whole thing. Look here at RHR TV 1. I started right about now. Big up RHR TV 1 to keep it real, going from strength to strength. Our SFM family is all about Christopher Johnny Daly celebrating 25 years in the business right about now. And also letting you know that I'm introducing you to, of course, Sun City 104.9 FM. That is, of course, a station back in Jamaica that I have my radio show on. It's called Johnny Live. What did I say? Johnny Live. And of course, it happens right here from 6 to 9 o'clock every morning. Now, here's the take, right? We're on iTunes. We're on TuneIn Radio. We got apps, Sun City apps. We got what? We got internet, www.suncityradio.com. Lucky live. Listen to me live right here in Florida, 6 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Sometime it gotta be 7 to 10, you don't know. But it's all about the Johnny Live morning show. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Now look here, Florida. It's TikTok. RHR. Now TV warning. We bust that place it. That girl is laughing, it's so good.
And we're back with the marvelous Dr. Sue. And you. And all of us this evening. And all are we. All of us this evening. And we're going to hear about the title change.
All
right. We're listening.
This one was written for all women in pursuit of love, the nuclear family, and a title change. All my plan was to get a title change. A DR or a MRS I plan to pursue. I would have settled for anything in that range. I just had to figure out what I needed to do. But me can't get DR. Me is not academic material. So me get ready to pursue the MRS, thinking it was the better of the cereal. Figure them both a fair chance. Me enroll for both of them same time. So me dress for impress and prance. And so me beat the books and stop the line. 1 year pass. And them still a go neck to neck. Me couldn't tell which one did I go win. So after a while me decide, what the heck? If me end up with the two of them I no sin. 2 year come, no sign of MRS. But what a thing on me. DR start take on farm, what a cross is. Sometimes me just pretend me couldn't see. Then, just as me enter year number 3, DR start fill up the MRS. Me just give up as me couldn't see it a flee. This one me decide was truly a test. Me still did not dream about the MRS. Cause me think it was the best. Lo and behold, them tell me it done. Wait a minute. That's no fun. It meant to be wedding band, not graduation. DR come mess up my MRS plan. So me is here to tell you sisters, stop the stress. Cause I have proven a profound theory. It's easier to get the DR than the MRS.
No, you know, I have to ask you now and
Yes, ma'am.
answer how you wish to answer. What motivated you to write this one?
Well, all my things are honesty and from
Right.
within, as you see. And I share. I'm not kidding.
Right.
I just got to a place. You know, you get to a place of maturity. One of the things I remember when I was growing up, when I was in Jamaica, teachers used to call, everybody used to call teachers Miss. Miss. And I'm like, I'm never becoming a teacher because me don't want nobody call me Miss. And coming up in life, coming up and, being the unmarried bachelorette. I won't say spinster.
No, sir. Ooh, that sound too
Being the bachelorette, I got to a place in life where, I would see mail coming and it's saying Miss, and I'm like, I'm too old for them to call me Miss. I need a title change. And I'm like, all right, I'm preparing myself. I'm ready to take on a relationship. I am going to get married. It is a sure thing. This is going to happen.
All works.
All works. But Susan being Susan, I never just sit and wait for anything to happen. I'll have something in mind, but I'll be doing something in the meantime. I have to keep myself occupied.
Right.
So I thought, let me occupy myself with some studies while me welcoming the MRS. Went to class. I remember the first time, or every class we went to, the professors would ask, and why are you pursuing this doctoral program? Why are you doing this? And some people would say, well, it's a natural progression for my family.
That's right.
Everybody has a DR, so I'm expected to have one. Others will say, oh, all my life I wanted. My answer was always, I'm looking for a title change, and if the MRS comes before, I will not be finishing this program. That's the only thing that got me through that doctoral program. And so the semesters passed. So the semesters passed, I realized, I was doing well. I was getting all A's and stuff, but this MRS wasn't coming. So when I got to the stage of finishing the coursework, no MRS, I decided, well, something, I'm going to have to do this dissertation. There is no way I'm going to be all about dissertation. I struggled and I did it, and the DR come, and now people, the MRS not here yet.
I'm taking applications. You got to pass through me first. Oh my gosh. No, actually, I've read this poem so many times, and I'm like, you know what? While there is life, there is hope, and I'm hoping that this poem will be put out there for single women. Don't even the MRS not coming, do something else.
There's value in everything.
There is value in everything. I can't stop. I really can't stop. Really can't stop. Now, you are somebody who make things happen. So I have this flyer in my hand that says Culture Corner with Dr. Sue.
Oh, yes. I started this program called Culture Corner, and what I do is I go on air, and right now I air in Atlanta 3 times a week, and in Orlando on Saturdays, where I just talk about Jamaica, talk about the culture, come up with some of the proverbs, talk about some of the proverbs. This week I was telling them, remember them Wayne Chin says?
Yeah, Wayne Chin
says, man who ride and dilly-dally end up in hospital.
Right? Yeah. So you like the female Wayne Chin, you take it to a next level, right?
It's just reminding people of some of what we had when we were growing up. So I'll talk about proverbs, I'll talk some riddles, stuff like that, and I'll share from my book as well. And listeners have called in and asked for either some of my pieces or some of Miss Lou pieces. So if they request it, I'll prepare it and I'll deliver those.
Yes. And for people, our viewers, not listeners, viewers, thank you, who would perhaps like to tune into this?
Okay, well, in Atlanta, we're on WATB 1420 AM, and like I said, it's 3 times a week. So Mondays at 5:30 p.m., Thursdays at 2:30 p.m., and on Saturdays at 10 a.m. So that's WATB 1420 AM. And in Orlando on Saturdays at 1:50 p.m. On WOKB, which is 1680 AM. WOKB radio, 6080 AM. So plug in. I mean, if you're not listening, you can get them online too.
Hello. You all notice that you cannot get rid of the letters DR, MRS. Now she gone to radio, WATB, and what? WOKB. She just all up into the letters of the alphabet. You understand? That's Dr. Sue for you. All right, the third segment of the book, Let's Talk.
Yes, heavy.
This is heavy.
Heavy.
It's, when I read it, I'm like, this will encourage people. It's okay. You have had, or we have all had some situations, maybe some not as bad as some, but even though it might not be as bad as, it still affects you negatively, it leaves some mark on you. There is hope. You can, in spite of it all, in spite of whatever, there is hope. This book offers hope. It speaks to real life situations happening to people, especially young people. In Let's Talk, Dr. Sue, take it away. Let's talk. Tell us what's happening in Let's Talk.
Let's talk.
Right.
There's a lot happening in Let's Talk.
Right.
But with the one that pops out to me right now, because girls are just young girls and young boys too.
Right.
Are so close to my heart. And memories.
Memories, yes, I mark that one too.
Written for young and defenseless girls and boys alike. Take heart, speak up, speak out, and be comforted. And this was written, I think it was a couple of years ago, where they had all these rape situations in Jamaica where these young girls were being molested. And it really spoke to my heart.
Yes.
And so this is dedicated to all of them and anybody who is going through any similar situations.
Right.
It says, molestation and rape are no respecter of people. They span color, class, and creed. I was not poor and destitute. I was not lacking in love and support. Yet, I saw perpetrators lurking in churches, schools, and homes. They violated me in the vestry, the staff room, and safe places. They were not youth, no, or felons, or illiterate and ignorant folk, as some would think. They were professionals, men of academia, of power, status, and sometimes, yes, sometimes, men of the cloth. My girls, my heart goes out to you. Please learn not to blame yourselves. You've done nothing wrong. You've not worn the wrong clothes. You've not been in the wrong place. You've not been too friendly. You've not been too cute. No, it's not about you. It's about perceived power. It's about their weakness. It's about their lustful desires. It's about them. They do nothing for you, even when they assure you they'll make it worth your while. I know. Seems there's nowhere to go. Society seems desensitized to these atrocities. Wives protect their husbands, failing to believe a child over them. Relatives safeguard the family name and honor. Those in authority question your integrity and pour salt in the wound. So where do you turn? I turn to the paper. I write. I turn to the Bible. I read. I turn to God. I am comforted. Take heart, my friends.
Yes, you're tempted to say amen. See?
Amen.
This is an awareness of what's going on. There's solutions offered here, or some solutions. Right. Get it out. Healing, get it out. It's got to come out of you. It cannot stay there. In spite of it all, you have to do something. Turn to the Bible, read. There are other self-help books, motivational books out there. Turn to God. You don't call him God, whatever name you call him, the higher power, the creator, the supreme one. And just, zone in, talk to God, pray, be comforted. So I'd like for people to buy this book, and read. And you can always talk to Dr. Sue. And right now we're going to go to a commercial break.
Are you in need of home improvements? From ceiling to floors, cabinets, and doors, new craft home improvement and cabinetry. Custom bathrooms, kitchen, wood floor, molding, painting, and more. Contact us at 754-367-0403 or 954-559-1506. Email newcraft@ymail.com. Visit us at newcraftimprovements.com.
We are Fab Five, and you're tuned to Real Hard Roots TV.
Keep watching.
Roots TV are the boss.
Fab 5 says so.
And we're back. We've just had a touching piece of artwork or poetry from Dr. Sue. So you see, this book, as I said before, it speaks to life. It's all about life. These things are very real. Sometimes we don't think or talk about or want to talk about the bad things happening in the world, but it's happening and it's affecting our young people. Our young people, there's a future. They are the men and women of tomorrow. So we have to, you know, treasure them, take care of them, nurture them if they're hurting in whatever way we can. Try to help them, point them in directions to get help. Here is another one. This is a young boy's story.
Okay.
That's
Before
the
I
first
get
part
into
of
this,
it, yeah.
a young boy's story, before we get into this magazine, what I'd like to implore the older people, the adults, the parents, please, and I'm talking from experience, we need to listen to our children. Some of them that we're thinking, oh, them too bad or them bad behavior. They're acting out because something is going on. Children are not just bad for bad sake. You understand? And sometimes it's because we don't take the time to listen to them and they feel that no, they're not heard. And sometimes some of them are hurting real bad.
Yes.
Real bad.
Yes.
And we take too much for granted. And this one called A Young Boy's Story, again, this was written from a real life situation where it will speak for itself. There was this young person who, you know, you send your child home to Jamaica to go to school, or they're down in Jamaica going to school, and either you don't send the school fee or whatever, and all kind of things can happen just because of that.
Right.
So this one is called A Young Boy's Story. No, I'm not gay. Believe me, I'm not. I just had to give him what I got. Yes, he's a doctor and prominent, you see. He came to my school and he bought me for free. My father hadn't sent the school fee money on time. He told me he heard of my plight and would help me. He said I was so fine. He showered me with money, with things I desired. I became his sex slave. He had me wired. Is he married? Of course he is. The nuclear family with wife and kids. Now I'm stuck, as he has me in control. But I've met someone. She's a sight to behold. As I exercise my manhood and embrace my testosterone, I know I want this girl. I want her for my own. But it's a struggle. It's torment. I must break away. I'm doing well in school. How else can I stay? Lord, make a way. I'm giving it all I've got because I know I'm not gay. Believe me, I'm not.
How touching. See? Things are happening to our young people and they carry this, they carry the burden, the heartbreak, the pain with them. So, you know, take a moment and really listen to our young people and what they're saying.
Again, you know, it's sad, but it's the people in the community that we sometimes need to be looking up to or would put on pedestals sometimes. Those are the ones who are violating our young people. So we send them to the pastors because pastor knows best, and God forbid what pastor sometimes is getting up to. And here it is, there's this doctor, sees this young person not getting what he needs to get, and violates him. So you're stuck between, I need the money to go to school because I want to make it through school, but the only way I can get the money is to give up myself to this person. And so you're forced into a situation which your heart isn't in.
Yep.
So sad.
It is really
It's happening,
so sad.
people.
I know.
It's happening.
And where can we get this book?
The book can be found on Amazon. It's also available online on my website, www.drsueandyou.net. That's DRSUEANDYOU.net. drsueandyou.net. Or you could call into 888-557-5161. 557-5161, and you could make your orders there.
Definitely.
The books are
definitely.
$15, by the way.
Okay.
We also have CDs of the performance pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a CD with all the performance pieces if you prefer to listen,
Right.
and those are $10.
This book is well, it covers so much more, which we will not go into. Go and buy the book, and we're encouraging you, go and buy the book. There's so much more in there. There's a Jamaica 50th Independence message, which, what's the connection between Jamaica 50th and this book?
Well, there are 50 pieces.
50
pieces
50 pieces,
in
number
the book.
one.
And it was done during Jamaica's celebratory 50 year.
Number two, or that's number one. 50 pieces, number two, yes.
And there's a third piece, but I'm up to enough to go there tonight.
Okay.
It was done for my milestone birthday, which coincided with those other 50s.
Wow. And what a milestone it is. Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's a legacy piece that
It
was
is.
done for Jamaica's 50th, my
Right,
50th,
right.
and
And to
50
celebrate
pieces.
you.
And to celebrate
you. And
me,
celebrate
life.
womanhood, celebrate life, family, our children, everybody. Let's take a break. Okay, now we could still do a little
But
bit
you know
more.
what here, one of the good things about this book is at the back magazine I've got a phonetic glossary. So it has the terms, it has the phonetic spelling, and it has the meaning. So for those of you who will say, I don't know how to talk patois, or I don't understand it, there's a glossary at the back of the book, and that will tell you. So, you know, where you have Bex, it tell you what Bex is and what the meaning is actually.
So what is Betsy, right?
You know.
What about
Bex
chat
is-
chat guan?
Chat chat guan, it means chit chat or chatter continuously.
Right.
So you get an understanding of what it is.
Sure.
Because this was made, what you mean? Sound used to express exasperation or frustration.
All right. That speaks for itself.
Right.
Okay.
So you know the book wasn't written just for Jamaicans. It covers a cross section of people. So
Yeah.
The glossary
and
helps.
it really does. And let's take a break.
Bless RHR TV. Bless RHR TV. Bless RHR TV, Jah, and guide them every day. Bless our TV. Yeah, man, more life, more blessing, more prosperity. It's Phil Watkins representing for RHR TV.
You're about to enter into a journey of maximum entertainment for the entire universe. Always remember, the universe would not be the same without RHR TV 1. Go and turn the building, reporting live.
I Leroy Epton Studio and first, a reggae daddy, yes, in the place. And this is one of the original star. And you're watching RHR. Yeah, like number one. Yeah.
And we're back, and you know, all good things must come to an end until we bring back Dr. Sue to be with us, Dr. Sue and you know, and all of us. So, Dr. Sue, where do you see yourself going? What are some other projects that you're doing in the next 5 years or so?
Wow. You know, the sky's the limit. I want to do some more workshops with young people. That's where my heart is, keeping the culture going. I also want to do, I'm planning an event for next year, a fundraising event, because I'm very involved with education in Jamaica and funding, helping to fund. So I will be doing a fundraiser next year for that. So people, please come out and support it when you hear about it. And these books. I had some sponsors. I have 150 of these books that are being donated to the Jamaica Library Service.
Commendable.
So
See?
each parish library should have at least 8 of these books in there, so the young people can access it and go in. And these were, you know, bought by people here.
You see it? Books in the library. Let's be friends with our library. And Dr. Sue will be ending with I Am Jamaica. In the meantime, I'm Maxie. This is Dr. Sue. And I'm going to say, catch you next week. Dr. Sue, take us out with I Am Jamaica.
All right, viewers. I don't know about you, but I am Jamaica. I am Jamaica. I'm a theme for declare. I am Jamaica. Shout it out in the ear. I am Jamaica, whether me there yard or abroad. I am Jamaica, and they have me umbilical cord. I am Jamaica cause I choose to be. I am Jamaica, naturalized and free. I am Jamaica, see me standing tall. I am Jamaica, it take no to make me fall. I am Jamaica, you know hear about me. I am Jamaica, I defy all possibility. I am Jamaica, when me good bad. I am Jamaica, when me bad good. I am Jamaica, me are the black, green and gold. I am Jamaica, in body, spirit and soul.
In body, spirit and soul.
Wow,
Thank you
good.
very much, Dr. Swat.